Hello, this is Pia and Kiki for Metal and High Heels, and sitting here with Mathijs from The Charm the Fury. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, just arrived.
Yeah, you had some problems at the airport, we just heard about that.
No, it wasn't that bad actually. No, we had a little bit of delays, so it's like always chaos when you arrive on the day itself and the plane is a bit late. It's like, oh, are we gonna make everything? But it was alright. It was alright.
Ah, okay, perfect. And yeah, it's festival season. We have beautiful weather, and you're playing a lot of festival gigs these days. Do you prefer them before a normal show, or is it something totally different?
It is something different. I do prefer them. But it's good. It's always like in the same period of the year. Like during the summer, it gets crazy. But it's nice. It's like the whole year you do club shows, and then the festivals are usually the special shows. So you have some not so special ones, and then sometimes huge ones. You never really know what to expect. Like we did Nova Rock a couple of weeks back, and that was like it was raining, and they didn't prepare. So it was like World War I, like the trenches, just mud everywhere. It's just always something crazy in the festival.
And you're playing Wacken next month, right?
Yeah, that's a bucket list material. I went there last time was a long time ago. I think I was like 18, and I remember just being overwhelmed. Just the biggest festival I'd ever seen by a long shot. I was like, if I could play this someday, I'll be happy. And so it's finally happening.
Yeah. Great. How do you're the drummer, so you're at the end of the stage, at the other side of the stage.
That's right.
How do gigs look from there?
They look really nice actually, because I'm always on the riser, so you get like the bird's eye view of the crowd. It's always nice because if you play drums, you see the whole crowd, of course, but you also see the band. So if anything goes wrong or someone makes a mistake, they'll turn to me and I'll go like, yeah, I heard it. It's a little perk.
Do you have a special stage ritual before you enter the stage?
Yeah, a pretty bad one actually. I always, this is gonna sound terrible, I always need to drink at least one beer or something.
Okay.
I've done it without. Those experiences have not been good. When I was a kid, I had like terrible stage fright. I hated going on stage. I would get so nervous and nauseous. And so ironically now I play in a band and it's exactly what I'm doing. So it's like my courage drink. I just do the one, but it makes all the difference for me. Okay. Just to get in the zone,
So you're happy that you're the drummer and not the front man?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Caroline, she doesn't drink at all during all of this. She needs to preserve her voice. Yeah. No, I drink, but mostly after the show.
But doesn't she drink when she has to enter a plane?
No. It depends. What she usually does is, if it's a long flight, she'll just take a sleeping pill and just sleep all the way through it. Okay. But she's improving. She used to be terrified. Now it's starting to get better.
Okay, your album, The Sick, Dumb and Happy, is a bit older than a year now, since its release, I think. Are you already working on new material?
We are. We have been for some while. Yeah. That's the next step. I think we took like a couple of months off just to, play all the festival shows, and, a couple of months back we were like, all right, we need to do things again. So we started writing. It's going really well.
Where do you write your songs? Do you do it in the tour bus when you're on tour, or is it random where you do it?
Never on tour. No, I know there are some bands that always do it on tour. I can't do it. It's just like, because you're so busy. And also, it's like when you're in a tour bus, it's like clearing your head, just doing nothing. So we always do it at home. We just like sit at a computer, just have a couple of drinks and get people over and just be creative. Okay. It's hard in a tour bus.
With the new album, I had the feeling that you were changing your genre a bit. I felt that A Shade of My Former Self was more the metalcore direction, and the new album is more like death metal. So what can we expect from the new material when you say you already did some songwriting?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think as a band, it's boring to do the exact same thing over and over again. So we try to switch it up and be creative that way. So we're not going to do the exact same thing, but we're trying to develop our own sound. And when we started out, it was just like, it's usually when bands start out, you have like a certain a couple of bands that you love. And I want to sound just like them. And then later on, you learn that no, don't want to sound just like them. You want to have your own little thing. So we start growing that with the Sick, Dumb and Happy. We really try to build our own thing, and hopefully with the new stuff it's going to be, oh, it's them. We know it right away.
Your lyrics are very critical on society. Do you have a master plan to save the world?
Oh no, I wish we did. Have you seen Trump? if there's a master plan, it's not working.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, he did get the whole North Korea thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a genius and we don't know it. I don't think so, but.
And he is one of the very few politicians who really does what he says he does.
Yeah. Stupid, dumb things he actually does. He didn't build his wall though, so he doesn't do it all.
That's true. Okay, we just have been at the panel discussion about
Critical headbanging.
yeah, critical headbanging, and they also featured the topic with the Me Too debate and everything. And since your vocalist is female, it shouldn't be a thing anymore, but it still is a thing.
Yeah.
You're partly affected by this whole debate.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this debate?
I don't know. It's a tricky one because I feel like there's still a lot of like legitimate issues there, but everyone just seems so confused by it all. I think that in the metal world, well, for as far as I know, it's not even that it's like abuse, or it's just like that people don't really understand what having females in bands means. It means like treating people the same, and that's still quite hard for people to do. You know, you see it in magazines. Like if a girl will get interviewed, usually the interview will be on very different things, very different topics, than a man. And of course, not everyone is the same. Like, not every interview with a female should be about makeup or physical things, and then with a man you do different things. It should be about the music, I think. So that's a bit tricky, but of course it gives you an advantage as well. I mean, you get more attention. A lot of it negative, but it's still attention. So it's hard. It's a really hard debate. I'm not sure what I feel about it.
Okay, and I think I read or saw an interview with Caroline where she said people often think that I'm the merch girl.
Yeah, that a great example. We did a couple of shows with Arch Enemy recently. So that's basically two of your bands. There were two bands, us and them. Both have a female vocalist, and still they went up to Caroline like, yeah, some merch is there. There are two bands playing, both of them front woman. She has red hair. Don't the dots connect? Like, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I have another question about that.
Yeah.
On the panel we were just talking about, Leprous was there,
Yeah.
the singer and the guitarist, I think, and they were discussing about this topic, and Amanda, the feminist counterpart in the panel,
Yeah.
she said something that I find very important. She said, as women, we have to, we put a lot of thought into what we wear for going to a concert or for going on the stage.
Yeah.
Do you think about what you're going to wear to the stage beforehand?
Honestly, I do. That's gonna say, yeah, no, I do, but it's not even because I want to look my prettiest. It's more,
That would be a valid argument, but
No, I mean, look at Slipknot. They think about what they're gonna wear. They don't look maybe for some people they look very pretty in their masks, but it's more about the image. I think it's with us as well, like. But of course, it's a bit crazy that as there are a lot of male bands that obviously don't care that much about what they wear, and that's totally fine. But then once a woman does it, it's like wrong or something. It's and that I think that's wrong. I think it should be up to the band and up to the person to decide what they want to do with it. But the fact that there's a pressure on women, like, yeah, but they need to do it. That's ridiculous, I think.
yeah,
But personally, I do think about it. Just.
that's great. And that takes me to my other question. But before that, I think it was also about women have to think about their clothes, for example, because they some of them want to be sexualized, and that's more power to them, perfect. Others want to avoid that, don't want to be objectified. So that's the thing that men don't have to think about.
No, that's true. It's. I mean, what can I say? That's not fair. It's not the way it should be, and it's sadly the truth. And I mean, everyone plays their part. The bands play their parts, and also the women, by doing it, by giving people what they're, okay, I'm gonna sexualize myself because that's gonna help me or my career somehow. So they help. Then the magazines help by publishing, giving more attention to the women that actually do it. So, you know, and a festival will help by booking the bands with acts that are sexualized. Everyone plays their little part, and then if the people will listen more to bands that are sexualized, so it's not, I don't think it's us and them, yeah, they did it and they're the victims. No, everyone plays their little part, and if we want to change it, then we all need to change.
Exactly. So, in the name of equality, how do you take care of your hair?
I also wanted to ask that, but then you said you only want to answer music questions.
I'll tell you, what I do is I stand under a shower and then I put water on it, and that's it.
No shampoo?
Oh, shampoo, oh yeah, sometimes.
Do you take better care of your beard?
I do actually. No, I grew my beard gets more love than my head. It's unfair, it's biased, and it's wrong. And
how does Caroline take care of her beard?
I don't know, you need to ask her. And we don't go into that much detail.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm done with my questions. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans?
Come see us at Wacken, for instance.
Yeah.